welcome to this YouTube live session on chart view and table view in our watch lists. It's yet another update that we've launched on our app, and we did a session on this with the traders on the Telegram community, and we saw a lot of interest and a lot of questions also on the feature. So we thought, why not get Jayesh, the man himself, who's behind the product, to come and answer those questions, talk about it, and also understand as to how we can implement and use this product in our everyday market analysis and trading. So, Jayesh, welcome to the session. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Anup. Hi everyone. My name is Jayesh. I'm a product manager at Upstox. Today, I'm going to show you how you can quickly scan your entire watch list. Like if you have like 100 stocks in your watch list, 200 stocks in your watch list, it's a cumbersome process to go and monitor each and every of your stocks. Like click one by them, analyze the chart, analyze the fundamentals. So if you have to do it for two or three stocks, it is fine. But if you have to do it for 50 stocks, 100 stocks in your watch list, it becomes a cumbersome process. So by the end of this session, I'm going to show you how you can quickly scan all the stocks in your watch list in just 2 minutes. That is not an exaggeration. I can actually say, I will actually show you. It will just take 2 minutes max if you have to scan this many stocks in your watch list. One disclaimer before we proceed: like all the stocks that we discuss in this session are only for educational purpose, and they are not meant to be recommendations. And also, if you have any questions, just post them in the chat, and towards the end of the session, we'll be picking them up, and I'll answer all your queries and doubts. So yeah, let me share my screen. Let's just directly jump into the weeds of it. Yeah. So my hopefully my screen is visible now.
Yeah,
Just give a thumbs up
okay.
if it's visible.
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay, great. Now, all of us are aware about this screen, right? Like this is the watch list where we track our favorite stocks in the stocks that we are interested in. Now, in Upstox, in single watch list, you can track up to 200 stocks. Now, let's say in the watch list, these are the list of stocks that you're seeing right now. Like there is HDFC Bank, Reliance, Adani Ensol, Adani Enterprise, and with each of the list, which each of the names, you are able to see what's the price of that stock and what's the movement it has done in that stock. Like these are the two information available right now. For example, HDFC Bank 709 rupees. It was down by almost like 1.5% by today, and so on. You have the list of all the stocks and the percentage change for all of the stocks. Now, let's say if you're a price action trader, you want to know that okay, what's the support and resistance of each of the stocks that I'm tracking, of the stocks that I'm interested in. Or let's say if I want to see which stock is making a bullish divergence today, right? So what I'll do, I'll click on the stock of HDFC Bank. I'll go to the chart section, and I'll see that okay, the 1 month resistance seems to be at roughly at 840 rupees, which is the high that it has made in the last 1 month, and the 1 month support seems to be at roughly at 700 rupees, like the current price that it has at. If I look at the RSI and the price action, the RSI is kind of flat um in the last 15 days or so, but the price has been falling down. So which kind of says that okay, there is some divergence happening between the price and the RSI. So this is the time that I spent in analyzing the price action and divergence of one stock. Now I want to I want to track the price action of another stock. So let me go to Reliance now. Reliance, the price movement seems to be in a range manner for the last 1 month. No clearly identifiable price action zones in this particular one. The RSI is between has been hovering between 40 to 60. So again, no trend over there. Now let me go to the next one. Let's say, let me click on Adani Enterprise. Again, so for the last 30 days, I can see what are the highs and what are the lows of the stock. There was high volume activity in this. Like if you can see, today there was a huge volume spike compared to the last 30 days. Like if I had to monitor, like if I had to check which stock is having high volume activity, again I need to go to each and every individual stock, scan it, and then come back, and then again click on another stock, scan the price action, scan the chart, scan the indicator, and again come back. So if you had to do this one by one for each of the 200 stocks, it's going to take at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes of your time. And by that time, if you are a, let's say, intraday trader or a swing trader, most likely you will miss the opportunity. So now, what's the solution? So that's where the chart mode comes in. So if you see, we have introduced a new action item in the bottom uh, fab floating action buttons. Next to add list, you will see a analyze icon, on clicking of which it converts all of your stocks in the watch list into a chart mode. So in the chart mode, what it has done is, like if you had 200 stocks in your watch list, it's representing all of those 200 stocks as a list of charts. So that's what it is. Now, this is a very, very powerful feature wherein instead of clicking each and individual stock, analyzing the chart, coming back, now you have the opportunity to scan all the stocks in your watch list as one single chart scroll. So you just scroll, that's it. No other complications, no other learning curve. You just, like, you can scroll and monitor what's the price action, how are the different indicators behaving, and so on. Now let's go into how this chart mode works and what are its features. Like if you can see on the top, we have given four settings to you, depending on how you want to configure your chart and how is your trading preference. So we have two options in terms of how you want to view the charts. You have a list view, which is the current view that is visible right in front of your screen, and another view is the grid view. In the grid view, it's more dense. So if you prefer a very, very quick scanning of the charts, you can just go to the grid view, and it represents up to 4 to 6 charts in one single screen. So I can see 6 charts at a one go, and I can just scroll and scan all the stocks. As you keep scrolling, you can keep monitoring or keep scanning your charts. Next setting is the toggle between candle chart and the line chart. So on the top, I'll just click on the next button. So it turns into a line chart. With the candle chart, you can analyze whether any candlestick pattern is getting formed or not. Like if you want to see doji, marubozu, bullish engulfing, all those patterns you can quickly scan for all of your stocks in your watch list. If you prefer to see a line chart, then you can just quickly toggle between this. Next is the time candle interval or the price interval. If you are an intraday trader, the candles that you would be tracking are 5 minutes and 15 minutes interval. If you are a swing trader, then 15 minutes and 1 hour candle is what you can select. If you are a positional trader or a long term investor, then 1 day and 1 week intervals are available. So we are providing up to 5 intervals for you, depending on what you are looking for. So let's say, let me select 1 day interval. Now, if you see, if I've selected 1 day interval, we are showing the candles of up to last 2 months. So roughly 40 candles. If I select the HDFC Bank, the chart that is at the top, at the bottom that you can see, the candle is available from 2nd July to 31st of August. If I select 5 minute candle, then the intraday candles are available of today. So 31st August from 11:20 a.m. to 31st August 3:25 p.m. candles are visible. So all of these are 5 minute candles. If you select 15 minutes interval, then we are displaying candles of up to last 2 days. So from 28th August to 31st August. So 2 market days or 2 trading days candles is what is visible here. Let me select 1 week. And here you can see almost 1 year of data as a weekly candle for all of your stocks. So five time intervals is what we have provided. Let me go back to 1 day candle interval, and then finally the indicators. So we have provided the 7 most commonly used indicators here. So you have EMA 9, EMA 20, 50, VWAP. These are your overlay indicators, like which are based on moving averages or based on volume. Next is the volume bars. Using volume bars, you can track which stock in your watch list is having unusually higher volume, or which stock is having very high volume spike. Next, then you have RSI and MACD indicators. For now, let's say I was interested in RSI divergence. So let me select RSI, let me select volume bars, and in the indicators, I'll select none, overlay indicators, and let me click on apply. So as you can see now, in the for the RSI, it has been added as a sub panel below the price chart, and below the price chart, you can also see the volume indicators. So at a broad level or at a high level, I can quickly scan that, okay, HDFC Bank, the price is going down, and RSI is roughly 33.2, and it looks flat in the last few days, in the last few trading days. Let me go to the next stock, Reliance. Again, no visible pattern, so I'll skip this one. That doesn't seem to be divergence in Adani and Sol, and so on. I can just quickly scan all the stocks that are there in my watch list for RSI divergence. Similarly, we were talking about support and resistance. For this plotted date range, so for example, from 2nd July to 31st August, I want to know, okay, what is the high of this date range and what is the low of this date range. So I'll just long press on the chart. Let me long press. So if you see, the high of this is 843, which kind of becomes the resistance for the stock, and the low is 704 rupees, which is also the support of the stock in the last 2 month date range. If you look at, let's say, let me go to some other stock and click here. 3970 is the resistance, and 3216 is the support of this stock. So as you can see, like by just quickly applying few indicators, I can quickly scan the price action that is happening in my stocks, and I can also track the indicators. Let's say if you are someone who would, let's say, trade based on EMA crossover, let me select EMA 20 and EMA 50. So here the yellow line is represented, like EMA 20 is represented by the yellow line, purple line is represented by the EMA 50. Now, what I'm primarily looking for is the crossover. So I can quickly scan and see that, okay, Infi seems to have a negative, like bearish crossover of EMA 20 and 50. Then I'll go to the next ones. Again, I can see that Maruti has a bearish crossover of EMA 20 and 50, and so on. So as you can see, you can just quickly scan all the stocks, and whatever, like if you prefer to based on VWAP for intraday trading, then you can select 5 minute interval and select VWAP from here. Yeah. So that's it. Now, one thing that I would like to add is, like in the overlay indicators, you can add up to 2 overlay indicators. So let's say you can add EMA 2050 or EMA 920. Maximum 2 overlay indicators are allowed. In the oscillators, you can add either of RSI or MACD. So let me add just MACD for now. Yeah. So again, MACD is represented here. By looking at the MACD, you can quickly see like what's the momentum of this stock. If the MACD is above signal, then it's a bullish momentum, otherwise a bearish momentum. If a crossover is happening, like in Reliance at a 5 meter candle, let me go to 1 day candle. So if there's a crossover happening, which seems to be in HDFC Bank. So again, I would like again add the recommendation that none of it is like, I would like to add a disclaimer that none of this is a recommendation. These are only the examples or the that we are discussing for educational purposes. So once I click here, again I can see the full chart of this, and MACD is what we are looking at. So I'll quickly add that and remove the RSI. Yeah. So as you can see, a crossover seems to be happening, which we were able to quickly identify here in this board. So yeah, this is what the chart mode is all about. Uh, Chart mode works for all kind of scripts. So whether it is index, options, futures, commodities, stocks, ETFs, it works for all kind of scripts. So if you have some, let's say, options in your watch list, I'll quickly go to some options. Yeah, so these are options. I click here, and all the options are represented as in the same view, in the same chart mode. If you want to switch between different watch lists, then just click on the header and select your watch list. So let's say from here I want to jump to Nifty IT stocks, apply, that's it. So it's very, very simple to navigate, a very simple feature. Like with just few taps, you can apply your trading, yeah, you can apply your preferred indicators, time interval, candle or line chart, and so on, and just start using it. So very simple one. Next feature that we'll talk about is the table view. Now with the chart mode, you were able to scan the price action of the stock. You were able to see the how, like, what are the different indicators of different stocks. The table view gives you an overview of how is the stock performing in terms of like 52-week return, 1 month return. What are the fundamentals of this stock, like P ratio, debt to equity, what's the volume trend of this stock, and finally what are the technicals of this stock. So again, this is a very, very simple feature but a very powerful one. Here we have provided up to 20 parameters for you to track. So I'll just open those ones. So these are the 20 parameters that we are providing to you. Like among the, in the performance bucket, we have 1 month return, 52-week returns. In the fundamentals, we have P ratio, market cap, dividend yield, debt to equity. In the volume category, we have 10-day average volume, 30-day average volume, and the turnover percentage. In the technicals, we have RSI, VWAP, EMAs of different lengths, and 52-week high and 52-week low. So depending on how you prefer to trade, let's say if you're a long-term investor, you're primarily looking at low debt companies, then you can go to the fundamentals tab, look at the fundamentals parameters. You can even sort the stocks based on preference. For example, let's say if you are looking for stocks which with low debt to equity, just sort them, and all the stocks in your watch list with low to debt equity will be sorted in that order. You are looking for high dividend yield stocks from your watch list. Just click on sort of that particular column, and so, and that's it. Market cap P ratio is also what available. By going to the performance tab, you can look at 52-week return and 1 month return. This can tell you what's the momentum of this stock. If it's both are high, then the stock seems to be in a growth momentum or a bearish momentum. By looking at the volume trend, you can see how much activity is happening in the stock. And finally, in the technicals tab, you can look at 52-week high low, RSI. Like if your preference is to look for RSI oversold stocks, or let's say RSI overbought stocks, then you can quickly toggle it from here, like sort from here, VWAP and all the EMA parameters. You can compare different EMAs and see if all the EMAs are aligned in a bullish manner. Then you can see more of that in the chart itself. So yeah, that's about it. The table view works only for three classes of instruments. So it works for stocks, it works for ETFs, and it also works for indexes. For the FNO scripts, because all of these parameters are not, much of the parameters are not applicable, so they won't show up in the table view. So yeah, so these were the two features that we discussed. Now, how can you access this feature? This feature is currently live on the Android app. So if you're on the latest Android app, if not, you can just go to the Play Store, upgrade the app, and you will be able to see this feature. It's very easy to access. just at the bottom you will see four action buttons, like the sort button, add list button, the analyze icon, and the three dot menu. So to access this feature, just go to the my list, click on the analyze icon, and how easy it is. This feature will be coming soon on the iOS, on the iPhones. So you should be able to see them soon. You should be able to see them soon on the iOS devices. On the web, currently it's not available. So Purva had a question that whether it's available on web. So web, it's currently not available, but it's part of the roadmap, and it will come soon. Great. So, like, happy to take any questions. I hope you found this session useful. We will connect more in the coming weeks. There is one interesting feature that we are launching, which is a very, very powerful one. My screen would have given the hint away. It is screeners. So it is in the phase of getting rolled out, but we'll cover more of that in the coming weeks. Any questions, feel free to type it out. If you are watching on Upstox app, then you can just type it in the live chat. On YouTube also, you can just type out your queries. Great. I guess.
Yeah, I guess there are not many questions. YouTube, I think that's it. I don't see any questions coming in on YouTube.
Yeah. Great. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for joining. We'll see you next week